Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Boss. Sorry I didn't upload any videos for the past 2 weeks. It's mainly because I broke my old mic, and that was a $3 mic. And after that, I just kept waiting for this Blue Yeti to arrive. So finally I got it today, and I can do some more videos. Alright, so as you can see, I have a debug camera set up right now, and it's really bad because when you get the debug camera, when you use WASD to try to move the camera around, it's very hard because it's extremely slow to a point that it's just unplayable. Anyways, so quickly solve that problem here, and right now this is gonna be my Empire Never Give Up episode 3. This time taking on Wood Elves. Let's take a look at my opponent's army. So he's got 2 Sisters of Thrones on the left flank, 1 and 2 War Dancers Astra Spears on each flank, 3 Starfire Shafts, 4 actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 Dryers paired with 1 Branch Wraith. The Branch Wraith has a lot of spells: Earthblood, and the debuff one, and the single unit damage one. Sorry, I forgot the names. And 4 internal guards with shields. And finally, last but not the least, a Glade Lord on foot. Let's check my army. So I got 4 Rex Guards, 2 on each flank, 1 Tattersalls paired with 1 Mortar, 1 Jade Wizard on foot, 4 Flagellants, Sigma Sons on left flank, 2 Swordsmen at rank 2 and rank 3, and finally, and the 3 Company Militia regiments in the front, and the General of the Empire on Griffin. Alright, let's start the game. So as you can see, because I have an artillery piece, and right now I'm firing at the archers, my opponent is forced to actually just push forward, and the mortar does decent damage on Starfires already, which is a good sign. Sisters of Throne is pushing in to the right flank. Actually, this game, my opponent really surprised me with the Sisters pick, because in game 1, Rex Guard actually gonna win this matchup, but in game 2, you guys will see what happens. So basically, okay, let's slow down a little bit, because archers almost reach my mortar, right? So I don't want my mortar just die to archer fires, so I quickly push forward with all my infantry. My opponent did a very good job on focus firing at my flagellants, because flagellants can do a lot of hurt in melee, but when you just focus fire them and almost kill them before they even reach the 9, then they're not gonna do much, right? Okay, put on normal speed. So 2 of my flagellants got focus fire down very hard before they even made to the 9. And right now here, because he's pushing in with the Astra Spears and 2 Sisters of Throne, I quickly realized that I can't really fight them with my Rex Guard here, so I pull my Rex Guard back and try to use Tattersalls to engage those War Dancer Astra Spears, and then maybe use my Rex Guard to attack from the flank. That's at least my initial plan. And on the left flank, I'm just try to push Rex Guard into the rear and into the archers. Here, my Lord actually got netted Prey of Anna's Rima, and it's very deadly because it pretty much takes away all missile resistance of my Lord, and then he's got focus fired by 4 of the Starfire shots. This is actually a very big mistake. This is something you don't want to do, because there's no reason for my lord to hop in at this particular place and just get netted like that. And here's something I want to say as well, because if you check the stats, Sisters of Throne has poison missile damage, which means and also they can shoot while moving. So basically, if you just give an attack order on Sisters to my Rex Guard, they're gonna poison my Rex Guard. As you can see, they've been poisoned, which is like minus 25% speed. And he casted another curse, which is another 24% of speed. So basically, my Rex Guard is just there's no escape for this unit there, and the Astra Spear is pushing in to just murder them completely. And because all these units are very fast, my Tetasaurs can't even make it in time. So at that point, I just decided to ditch this unit completely, because there's no coming back for them. So try to use this Rex Guard unit to do some hurt, to charge into this blob, maybe do some hurt, and then eventually get into the archers. And on the flank, I did a rear charge with my Rex Guard onto this internal guards with shields, and I used this one to get a charge onto Astra Spears, and then maybe I will just quickly micro them away. My lord is still taking heaps of damage. I casted a regrowth on him, and gonna pull him back sooner or later. And this unit of Rex Guard is just gone completely. So I use this Rex Guard to charge, and this Rex Guard to charge into the archer blobs. He casted a wind spell on 2 of my infantry, did a lot of damage. And Astra Spears actually made it to my calf blob, which is kinda bad for me. Sigma Sounds is pushing into the rear of the Astra Spears. And those Sisters, man. Sisters now pushing to my handguns and my mortar after they dealt with my Rex Guard. And this unit actually, the Astra Spears, is actually chasing my Rex Guard away. They're not gonna. I think it's worth it, but it's questionable, right? You can debate that. It's not very efficient. You know, you can use the Astra Spears to come back and help with the main engagement here. So I'm responding by putting all my knights, all 3 of my knights, to my back line to deal with the Sisters, which is not a good call, because as you can see, there are still 3 lots of Starfires haven't been dealt with, and they are now just pouring arrows into my Rex Guard blob. Even though I managed to pretty much kill the Sisters, but the damage I took from those Starfire shots just not worth it. And I'm using my Lord and pretty much all my calf to just deal with Sisters. And keep in mind, Sister for Throne, even though they only have 15 armor, you don't get fooled by that, because they have 50% physical resistance. That's just huge. So Sisters are very fast. They can just kite and shoot and slow down my Rex Guard. And as the Astra Spears made into my handguns as well, it's just a mess. And I'm focusing on this branch race at the moment. Try to get him route. He casted an Earthbra on this 3 units of infantry. And here, he did a very good job here. He's using 4 archers and to just shoot my Tetasaurs in the back. And there's pretty much nothing I can do except using Sigma Sounds to try to zoom these 2 archers away. Right. So Sisters somehow still arrive, and right now, all of a sudden, I can't fight them because the Astra Spears are here. So for these 2 units of Rex Guard, it's pretty much there's nothing I can do except running away. And as you can see, there's pretty much no running away for them because they just get poisoned and cursed. So it's double slow, more than 50% of speed down, like slow effects on them, and then Ezra Spear is just coming for the kill. There's pretty much nothing I can do. So I have to ditch another Rex Guard unit and try to make this unit to do some damage. And right now it's pretty close actually. I have 1 and 2 caps left. He has a strong blob here and a strong infantry blob together with the Glady. I have a Lord who did a lot of damage on the Glady and just missed the charge. Right, trying to kill the Glady right now and using this Rex Guard to try to take care of the Starfires. And he caught another Rex Guard unit, which is kinda bad for me. My Jade Wizard is nearby as well, so it's the whole battlefield is kinda chaotic at the moment. It's a very hard call to say who's winning this game. So Rex Guard managed to completely shatter 1 archer unit, and right now they're about to make into another archer blob. And Sigma Sons managed to beat these Dryas and now coming into these 2 archers as well. Psycho charging with my Lord, and then he got netted. And Ezra Spears, internal guards try to actually did a lot of damage to him. So there's pretty much nothing I can do because I got netted. So a pop foe seeker try to get out there as soon as possible. And for my back 9, it's all Wood Elf, man, because as you can see, Sisters are just too efficient in killing Rex Guard. Finally, my Lord is up, is back up to the sky, and once more he's gonna looking for opportunity to dive into the Glady and just kill him, kill her. And unfortunately, I think I missed the charge again because I had really bad RNGs. Yeah, the charge damage just missed again, but I did another damage, which is kind of good. After beating 3 archer units, this Rex Guard unit finally gave up when they barely made into the 4 archers. Jade Wizard is getting chased by this internal guards with shield. I'm just psycho charging with my Lord. Missed another charge, as you can see. It's just very hard to land a charge these days with your flying Lords because CA actually fixed the psycho charge. I think it's basically they fixed they lowered the chance of the flying units and the accuracy of the flying units when they charge. So which basically means now if you try to charge something with your flying Lord, most likely he's gonna miss. Alright. So he's got a lot of units here and I have barely anything left. I think at this point I only have a Jade Wizard, a General, and this Sigma Sons unit. That's all I have. Okay, speed things up a little bit. Right now it's just psycho charging and psycho charging. And Jade Wizard got caught by Sisters again. As you can see, 10 Sisters actually managed to beat my Jade Wizard quite handily actually. I tried to kill the branch race. I think the Glady and the branch race is gonna shatter after another route because it's being as you can see, Glady just shattered, and a lot of shatter gonna come in for his units. And my general is pretty is pretty dead at this point, at this moment. And right now, I think at this point, I definitely lose this one, because only because he still has a very healthy Astral Spears unit left, and these ladies are immune to psychology, which means no matter how many times I psycho charge them, they have a charge defense and they have immune to psycho. So basically, there's nothing I can do to kill them at this moment with what I got. But you know, as Empire never give up, Empire will always fight till the last man standing, right? So just speed things up and see how it ends. Just cycle charging and cycle charging and cycle charging. Finally, there will be only those Astral Spears left, and eventually I'm gonna lose. Right now he got 4 units left. I have 2 hero units, and my lord is coming for another cycle charge, and those internal guards managed to rout them. And at this point, my lord actually decided to give up, and GG. It's a very hard battle for me, and I should give my opponent Zeblasky a hell lot of credit, because he played it very well, and he recently actually gained a lot of points on ladder as well. He's now top 10, I think, so he's definitely a very good player, and I'm very honored to play him, and in this fashion as well, and lose to him in this fashion as well. So there's pretty much nothing I need to add, except I mentioned before, Sisters of the Throne is a very good pick into Empire, simply because they can provide double slow and just catch units, straight up catch them and then just kill them with Astral Spears. So it's a very good battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you like my videos, please consider subscribe, and if you like it very much, please give me a thumbs up and leave your comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.